Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today, as you can probably tell by the title, I am going to be talking about my leopard gecko. So to start off, before I get into how I got this leopard gecko, I want to fill you in on his backstory and what he is. So first off, he's obviously a leopard gecko, like I said, and the morph he is a Tremper albino Mac Snow marble eye. So I'm going to show you guys that. Just get you a nice little pattern of him. There's his marble eye right there. So if you guys don't know, Tremper albino is a recessive gene. It's a type of albino. There's rainwater albino, and then there's one other one that I can't think of off the top of my head. But that's him. And then Mac Snow is a line bred mutation, I believe, and which is what gives him the whiter color. And the Tremper albino gives him the light yellow with the brown. It kind of lightens up the brown. Typically there'll be a darker brown, but that's why he's a little bit browner. So his name is Three-Pete, and I will get into why I named him that in a second. So he is a leopard gecko. I believe he's a male. He's still a little early to tell. But he's about, I want to say 6 months right now, 5 or 6 months old. It's hard to tell because I didn't directly get him from birth, so I don't know when he actually hatched, but judging by just things I've read, I'd say he's 5 or 6 months old. And so now we can get into the story. So I got him from PetSmart for free. And as you saw by the title, these guys are $200. They're listed on BHV Reptiles right now for about $200, maybe $175. But as you can tell, they're expensive. And I actually got him for free. So to start off, PetSmart, they don't really know anything about the morphs and genetics behind the leopard geckos, so they weren't aware of how expensive this leopard gecko could be. And then again, I don't know, he might be a little bit cheaper, he might be a little bit more expensive because I don't know his exact genetics, but judging by pictures and descriptions and all kinds of other things, I even had a friend help me out. We concluded that he is a Tremper albino Mac Snow. It's definite that he has marble eyes, just because, I mean, it's the eyes, you can tell, but that was our best prediction, I guess. So anyway, I'm going to go into detail now onto the story. So basically, I was in school, and my mom was picking up some crickets and mealworms for my other pets, and she sends me this picture of him in a little cricket keeper saying, "This guy's up for adoption, do you want him?" And immediately first I questioned why, but immediately I knew I wanted this guy because obviously something was wrong and I knew nobody would take him. So I said of course, and so after school we decided to go to PetSmart and pick him up. So obviously he was still there, which is why I have him now. And what his problem was his front left leg, and I'm sorry I don't have any pictures because this was a while ago. His front left leg was broken. So at first I kind of had theories that he might have had metabolic bone disease and we weren't going to be able to save him and he would slowly die. But turns out now he's just fine. Look at the storage in his tail, it's just absolutely amazing. He's doing just fine. But back to the story. So we came in, his front left leg was broken and they didn't know how. They said they just got him like that. And so he was up for adoption for free, and so of course I said yes. And I said yes for a couple reasons. One, I was in need of a leopard gecko because I wanted my second leopard gecko at the time. I did have one who had skinny tail disease, so I knew that she was going to die soon, so I wanted another one. And so I decided to get him. And the second one is because I knew something wrong was going to happen if I didn't decide to take him. I watched one or two people pass by, and one person even acknowledged that he was there. And she said, she seemed very interested at first, and she said, "Ooh, what's up for adoption?" And we're like, "A leopard gecko." And she's like, "What's wrong with it?" And we said that he had a broken bone, and she's like, "Oh," and walks away. Gives this thing a chance. I mean, come on, she just walks away. What's wrong with this? Look at how healthy he is now. He's just fine. He's a beautiful leopard gecko. And he's got such a great personality. He's so chill. He's so nice. But she never gave him a chance. And that's what frustrated me and what definitely made me choose to pick him up. I mean, look at him. He's so adorable. And so it frustrated me that that happened. So I knew I was going to have to take him, because hopefully there would be that one or two other people who would decide to take him into their hands and take care of him. But I knew for the majority, nobody would want to take care of him, which is why I decided to take the initiative and pick him up. So now I have this leopard gecko, and it's in my house, but I don't know what he is. And he obviously doesn't look like a normal leopard gecko. He almost looks like the reverse of a leopard gecko. And at this time, he had barely any yellow. Now you can see there's all kinds of yellow on him. And that's just what happens with Max snows when they get older. So that's when I set out with my friend Woody to figure out what he is. So we started doing crazy research. I have this book. I'll go grab that right now. I have this book called The Herpetoculture of Leopard Geckos. It's got all kinds of diseases and morphs and breeding and lineage and all kinds of stuff. Pretty much everything you need to know about leopard geckos is in this book. I grabbed this out, started buzzing through that. We went online, looked through everything, and we just kept going for a couple days straight, just trying to figure out what he is. And then I finally watched one of Brian Barczyk's videos. He is the owner of BHB Reptiles. And I decided, hey, why not check on his website? He's got some pretty amazing animals. And sure enough, on the third page of leopard geckos, Tremper albino Max snows and Tremper albino Max snow, white and yellows. And I immediately knew that was it. There were multiple pairs that just matched up perfectly with him. And I finally found his ancestors and his brothers and sisters and parents and everything. But before that, I even went to the task of asking Brian himself, but he didn't respond, but that's okay. So yeah, we finally figured out what he is and realized what he's worth. And that is just so crazy that nobody would give this a chance. And they didn't know what he was, but he's like a gem to me in the reptile world. He's got a great personality, great colors. He's super rare, I guess. Well, not super rare, but you get my point. And just an overall amazing lizard. And I'm just so happy and grateful that I was able to get the chance to own this guy. And I can't wait to see what he does. I've got a couple people with other leopard geckos. I could maybe even breed him in with them, and that would be so cool, to get more little baby three-peats. But yeah, so I just love this guy so much. So yeah, that will be the end of the video, guys. If you enjoyed, don't forget to hit that like button, and if you haven't already, it's right over there. Hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications. It helps me so much, guys. Please, thank you so much. Comment what you guys want me to do next, if you want to see more of this guy. And if you are a returning subscriber, or if you just decide to watch more of my videos, let me know if you like these home videos that I'm doing. I'm kind of trying to mix it up a little bit, get some home videos and get some expeditions or adventures in there too. So let me know what you guys like more, the adventures or the home videos, or if you like both and you want me to keep just rotating through. It's all up to you guys. So thank you so much, guys. That's the end of the video. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.